Congratulations! Congratulations on purchasing the $99 kit, August of 2016. I'm so excited that you joined the Posh family. What I'm going to do right now is break down for you all of the products that you received in the kit, as well as how I share during one-on-ones and events. When I'm helping my team members get started, that is one of the first things I hear. The question is, how do I share? What do I do? While you're waiting for your kit, I want you to work on your launch party. Figure out a date and a location. Don't just do it online. You need to get Posh on people. Whether it's at your house, at a coffee shop, at someone else's home, at work, anywhere, get Posh on people. You also want to figure out if you can invite somebody over for your unveiling or your box opening. You can either do a live feed on Facebook or a video, or just have a couple of friends over and let them experience opening this Posh box for the first time. What you're going to find with Posh is it's all about people and the experience and feeling and touching and smelling. The next thing you're really going to want to pay attention to is your catalog. While you're waiting, if you don't already have a paper catalog, you can find the catalog on your website. This catalog breaks down everything that you want to share at a party or one-on-one. It talks about our perks program, which we have for loyalty. All of our products are less than $25. Buy 5, get the 6th one free means that you can mix and match and get the best deal for you. Posh isn't about creating pre-made packages in order for you to save. No, you figure out what you are going to use and what's best for your skin and best for you, and you're going to get the 6th one free. We have $5.99 shipping straight for your door to your door. All of our products ship within 10 business days or less from when the order is placed. When it leaves, it's a 2-day, 3-day max ship, either through USPS or UPS. They'll also receive the Pink on the Brink newsletter and a sample. Whoever pays the shipping price gets the perks. And those perks come at the rate of 10% of your order, and you can then use them later as cash. The back of the catalog also lists the same things, plus a little business feature that we get paid weekly, and it breaks down for you about our You Deserve It philanthropy project. When you open up the catalog, I also love to point out our ingredients. We have nothing to hide. All of our ingredients are listed so you can figure out if there's something that you're allergic to, also which ones are vegan and which ones have no color added. We use lots of natural butters and essential oils, and some of that is explained in the catalog too. You can find your favorite parts and maybe go ahead and put a Post-it note so those are things that you're sure to mention or point out. It is okay to read straight from the catalog. It is okay to not memorize apricot kernel oil, but read it and know how amazing it is. Another great feature we have is a table of contents. You do not need to memorize where things are in the catalog. So if you came up to me and said, I'm really interested in the face wash, what do you recommend? I'd say, let's see. I would open up my catalog and I'd say, here we go. And then I'd say, face, page 18. And I would show them how to use the table of contents in the catalog, even though I'm really using it myself. And this catalog really comes across then as a magazine with lots of extra great information about the products, the company, and the ingredients. So, where you're going to start is with a wash. Some people wash and then mask and then wash. You can ask people what they prefer, but usually the mask says to start on a clean face. So you can either offer people to wash their face with a chunk bar, which is great because people say, soap on my face? Yes, soap on your face. Or the BFF. Now, you don't just hand somebody this huge chunk bar. You're going to create samples with it. There are plenty of videos online, and you can reach out to your sponsor to help you find one of those videos, and I'll post one of them below. Basically, you can microwave this chunk. I like to do 10 seconds on each side and then 10 more seconds, and you can use a sharp knife and you can cut this up. You send them to the restroom with a washcloth and just a little chunk bar to wash their face with. So what we're talking about right now is letting everybody do a pampering facial. BFF is the other wash that you receive. I start my day with this every single morning. It has pink grapefruit and peppermint essential oils in it. Just a pea-sized amount because a little bit goes a long way. I like to use these spoons. I got these from the dollar store from the wedding section. So a pea-sized amount. Now remember, this one uses sugar as the scrubbing exfoliating agent. It is vegan and that is biodegradable. totally awesome for the environment. Make sure people breathe that in and get that whole experience. Next, they're going to be able to choose one of 3 masks. So they're going to have I'm Turning Blueberry. This would be a great one because it's 5 to 10 minutes. It's going to feed their face, and it does also have kaolin in it, and a sunflower seed oil. It smells great, and it's a fruity one. The Smashing Good Pumpkin is also, it says up to 15-minute mask, so you could do that 5 to 10-minute realm. And it has tea tree oil and witch hazel and pumpkin. It does also have kaolin, so it's going to clean down deep. Another option is you could use the blueberry one maybe on half your face and Smashing Good Pumpkin on the other half, and they can compare. Apricots Overnight. This one is one that you can use on your face overnight or even for like an hour and then wash it off. But you rub it on, so it's not like a lotion where you rub it in, but you just rub it on and it sits nicely on your face. A little bit, again, goes a long way. With all of these masks, if it is not touching your face, it is not doing anything. One thing that I learned recently was that if you take this mask, you could actually have them put it on their neck so they can get the feel and the smooth, but they can still put other things on their face. Next, you're going to moisturize. This Night and Day Moisturizer has a really great lavender scent. A little bit, again, goes a long way. And it's going to help even out skin tone, and it's going to nourish and repair your skin. So another thing for your face is Impish Eyes. This is going to go underneath your eyes to help with any puffiness. In order to sample this out for a one-on-one or a party, it's best to use a Q-tip. So you can just squeeze a little bit out onto a Q-tip. Going back to that spoon, remember that pea-sized amount of BFF. You can put this on their spoon. They use it. They come back. You can use a wet wipe or a paper towel, wipe it off, put the pea-sized amount of their mask. They go, they come back, wipe it off, put their pea-sized amount of their Night and Day. This is what I found was the best to ensure that people weren't using too much product or product wasn't walking away. And then also when you're trying to talk to one person about the product and then they go to the bathroom with it and then somebody else is like, what should I use to wash my face? You don't have the product there to share with them. But when you use this spoon route, then you do. Now let's move on to body. Okay, so we did already talk about the chunk bar. We talked about the fact that you can microwave it to cut it, and you can check underneath in the description here, and you can find a video on how you're going to cut it. What do you do with it once it's cut? So if you're having an in-home party or one-on-one, you can send someone to the restroom with it. Well, they're not going to use the whole thing in one setting, right? So what I really like are these little jewelry bags. You can get like 100 of them for $2 from Walmart. So you can actually then put that little chunk that they used in the bag and they can take it home. Or maybe they just use BFF. This is a really simple way for them to then try that chunk bar at home. Another thing I like to do that works well for parties or for events is just a little jar. Don't go around going to buy stuff. I'm telling you, Hobby Lobby, you could fill up an entire cart and spend all of your commission at Hobby Lobby. But there's no need to. I did find these at like a Ross or something for in a pack of 4. But what I like to do is I put the sticker, or you can just write what it is. Inside this jar is in the sample that I'm going to be sharing at parties or events. And you can cut them up super duper small. See, it can be small, even smaller than this. But I like about this size. This also works really well if you're doing maybe a pampering hand station. Someone can try these, or they can try the Snarky bar. So in your kit, you're going to get the Sorry Not Sorry Snarky. I like to just slip mine here and slip it out so that people can still see the really cute packaging. Never microwave a Snarky bar. Don't do it. Do you microwave a Snarky bar? No, don't microwave a Snarky bar. You could even cut this with a butter knife. You can try it with a steak knife. You can see inside here and you can point out, let's see, these ingredients. Remember, all of our packaging has the ingredients listed, and this is one of our new bars. So this one, it's a shea butter bar, and it also has non-fat dry milk and honey. So this one is not a vegan bar, but it's actually going to be the least of the scrubbies, the least scrubby of the scrubby. Do not microwave a Snarky bar. You're just going to cut it up, again, small. I put mine, this is the classic Snarky I had already cut up. And this size is actually kind of larger. You could probably do your entire body with something this size. We're moving like under the armpits and the legs, anywhere you want to exfoliate, especially exfoliate right before you shave. I say below the neck. But this bar then for your one-on-one or for a party or to share samples with friends, again, just that little bag I showed you like you can get from Walmart. And you can stick this inside like that, and that makes a really great and easy sample. You can print out stickers, you can write on the bag, and what works really well for a party, a one-on-one, or let's say you're a teacher and you want to just kind of have something for people to try, you can do a pampering hand station. And what they would do is you would give them this much or even half of this much of a Snarky bar. You have them wet their hands and have them use it on the back of their hands and all around, just like you would do with a scrub. Then they're going to follow up with either the Happy Dance hand cream. This is the one you're getting in your kit. And this one is pomegranate and bergamot. Never be afraid to look at the package and say, oh yeah, with pomegranate and bergamot. Let's see. I am really good at, hey, smell this. But before you stick it up their nose, then you can point out the scent that it is. And this one is more fruity than floral, obviously, with that bergamot and pomegranate in it. And it says musky bergamot, but I don't think it's too musky. And bergamot is a really great essential oil that's really popular right now. So look how quickly and easily that rubbed in. The new ones have even more butters and even more apricot kernel oil, like all hydrated and rubbed in. Be sure that you point that out to people, with apricot kernel oil being the key ingredient that's going to moisturize and not leave you greasy at all, which is really important if you're working and you're typing or you're writing or you're opening baby bottles. But letting people feel it and experience it for themselves is going to mean way more in your business than just telling them. And you can also read from the back of the package the different ingredients in here. The other one that they could use, so after they've done the scrubby, they could choose to use one of the Skin Joy. So if you hear someone say Skin Delicious, or you see that on the website, this is what replaces Skin Delicious. So you just open that one up, and again, I smell, this one is fruity. I can smell that fruity. Fresh pomegranate and spicy ginger. Let's see if it does the blizzard test. Oh, it does! It doesn't come out, so it is thick. I don't think it's the thickest of all of the ones that we have, but it's still quite thick. Again, you can use these little spoons and just reach here. So the thing about using these spoons is, like I said, you can reuse them with different products if you wipe them out. The biggest thing is you're just not having people stick their fingers inside. Even if they have clean hands, you're not saying that everybody's dirty, but you can put germs and other things, and you want to keep these clean so at the end of the season you can feel comfortable giving it to one of your VIP members as a gift, or taking it upstairs to your own bathroom. And what your consultant or what your customers see you doing is going to mean a lot, whether they're comfortable coming over and trying your products and stuff, and if you let them put their fingers in. And sometimes people will start and they have really long fingernails, and they'll try to put their fingernail in, and they think it's totally normal, and maybe at that party people are comfortable doing that, but then you're going to have these for 6 months. So try to keep everything as sterile as possible. And at the very beginning of a one-on-one or at the very beginning of an open house, you just say that. You just say, I have these spoons to keep everything sterile. So if you can just, anytime that you're going to dip inside of something, use one of these. Also, popsicle sticks work. Don't get the kind with the color, because that color can come off inside the butter. But natural wood popsicle sticks, those spoons that you try something out at the ice cream shop, beauty sticks in the beauty section, you can get creative. Do not make it expensive, but just make sure you can have something to try. If you just get your kit and people come over that day, another trick is a butter knife. I've made samples and given samples with just a butter knife, because it's just something flat that you can reach in with. Your tip for a lip scrub to sample, if you have a lip scrub you're having people try, is a toothpick. Just put the toothpick in, pull it out, and they can use that much. You're also going to get the Goodnight Kisses lip mask. So this is overnight. This one I've claimed as my own because I want one upstairs by my bed. But it's an all-night sexy softening lip mask. And the best way they can try this is just on a Q-tip, and then they can put it on their lips. Because even if they go to put it on their finger, you're going to end up having to like wipe it off. I did it without touching the plastic. What? So you can try that, but you could probably just put it on the Q-tip. Maybe on the other end from the Impish Eyes. Oh, wait. Don't try to get it confused with that Impish Eyes Q-tip, though, because it does have some mint in it. And this one, it does say, overnight deep hydration for ultra dry lips. Add shea butter moisture, beeswax protection, and essential peppermint oil for soft, supple smoocher. Apply generously as needed. There's so much great ingredients in there for you. It feels great. It's got a little bit of peppermint. You can see it did add a little bit of color to my lips. And then also, though, you could have people try it at the party if they want us to get the feel, because you can use it during the day. You don't have to only use it at night, but it's like ultra hydrating, so it's going to give you the best repair if it's at night. You're also going to get the Schwenky and Soft Foot Cream. This one can be a little bit runny. It has great peppermint scent, but what you could have people do is just have it there for them to smell. If somebody wants to try it, again, I would just stick it in a little spoon, and then they're going to get a feel for that whole Play Footsie line, with the other ones with peppermint being the rubby scrubby stick being the similar scent. Your packaging will look a little bit different than mine. This is the older packaging, but you put this on your feet and it helps eat away like the icky stuff, the icky dry skin. I highly encourage you, if you're somebody who maybe good, maybe not about your foot care, then going back to this Snarky bar, before you cut up all the samples, I forgot to mention this before, you want to go ahead and cut yourself off a chunk. So let's say you cut yourself off like this much of it, take it upstairs to your bathroom. Why? You need to know what it feels like, what it smells like. You need to have beautiful feet and flip-flops when you take your kid to the park, because everyone's looking at you because you're the posh lady. So make sure you're using your own products. The same thing with your chunk bar. Whenever I cut up samples, I cut myself off a big chunk that goes upstairs to my bathroom, and then the rest of it I can use to sample. So with this bit of a chunk that you cut off from this bar, you can use that to scrub your feet, and then get the light going, woo! And then, man, I just wish that my lighting went, oh wait, here we go. Boom! Ta-da! Ta-da! Okay, so then you can apply the Swanky and Soft. That's going to help keep your feet nice and soft. Guys, we're not editing because my daughter's going to wake up any moment. So this is how we roll around here with our business. Another thing you're going to get is the healer stick. You're going to get the blue healer stick. This was last Christmas before, spearmint. They added spearmint. Anyway, that's why it looks different, but your healer stick is going to be blue. I sold my last one, and my husband took my one that was my tester before we went on vacation. So now I have to get a new one. And so basically, the trick with the healer stick, though, and anything in a tube like this to sample, is you're going to put up a little bit, and then you can just take the cap, and you're just going to rub it along the top, and then you have that little bit to sample out. This one, my daughter was carrying around with their purse outside, so it did get inside, and it got all melty. But because these will melt, do not leave them in your car. Advise people not to leave them in their car. But they just take off that little bit then with their finger, and they can try it. Again, healer's good for your lips. It's really great if kids get like really bad chapping around their face. It's good for dark spots. It's good if you burn yourself on the stove. It's good for if you're working out on the car and you burn yourself. And again, for your lips. I'm getting like extra duty shea butter on my lips. So if you don't want to pull this one out, but you want to let people try the healer on their lips, people love a giant lip balm. For $14, the healer is an amazing lip balm. You can do so many other things with it. They can also use it on little baby bums. So, again, that's another reason why scraping it off the lid is going to be important to keep it clean. You're also going to get the Hairy Beast Shave Gel. So we do not currently have a shave gel for women. I do recommend, if people ask what they can shave their legs with, is the chunk. You can try it with your chunk because you got one in your kit. Also, if you get the sugar scrub, you kick a little bit, you rub and exfoliate your legs, and that leaves you moist enough with the butters that are in there to also then shave. Hairy Beast Shave Gel is going to be great for the guys. So, like I said, though, you can give it a try too if you want to. But it says pea-size amount, lather with water, and apply to the hairy area. I want to point out though something. My husband, he's like a shaving snob, okay? He has very sensitive skin. He loves the Calm the Beast. He really likes that one. He's excited about the new scent. And this one too does help. Both are good for sensitive skin. The Shave the Beast helps if guys get like really those bumps, like razor bumps, that helps with those and prevent those, make those go away. The Hairy Beast shave gel though is clear. So he doesn't like get a white lather. My dad, total 99-cent can Barbasol guy. So you think of all that white lather, or my husband likes his cup with his brush, right? But this one, it's harder to tell where you did shave. So that's the only thing that I would point out. Many men love it, and we have a new packaging. Yours is going to be the blue and the white. This is also a really good one that you could say like, take home a sample. So if you have friends come over for a one-on-one or for a party or something, you could offer them to take home a sample for some to their spouse. So again, you could either do it like in the spoon. Maybe some people put samples in like a straw. There's a way you could like use a flat iron, make it close by really quickly closing on one end. Squirt some of this in, close the other end with the flat iron. Or you can use these little black containers called Laycons. We have them available in the portal, and we also have a couple other places online. You can find them, and I'll put a link for that below too. So, and another thing you're going to get is the Ritual. The Ritual is the Pink I Deserve It face mask. This is going to be the one that you're going to put on your face and take a picture with. I'm pretty sad. Mine's almost gone. You only get one, and the only way to get one is when you sign up as a new consultant. You can let people try this one, but when they fall in love with it, they have to get a kit in order to get their own. You're also going to get samples. So you're going to get 10 of the I'm Turning Blueberry, and you're going to get 10 of the Girl Crush. If you want to use one of these at a party or a one-on-one, you could to let people have multiple scents. Or these also make really great prizes or gift with purchases. Just remember, any samples you make yourself or that you give away that are pre-packaged, it costs you money and it costs you time. So don't just go around throwing them around, giving them away. They are valuable. So as a recap, those are all the products that are going to be coming in your kit. Plus, you're going to get the micellar water. I'm so excited about that. Seriously, it takes all the icky, grimy gunk out that you don't even know is on your face. Even if you've washed your face, it gets even more out. And then it's going to also help remove makeup, and it's going to moisturize. So it's pretty incredible, and it's really popular across Europe. And now you can get it with your kit in August. And don't forget about catalog being a very important tool, and you'll get lots of other tools inside of your starter kit. So go ahead and be sure to reach out with your sponsor, whoever shared this video with you. If you are not already a Perfectly Posh consultant and this interests you, I would love to chat with you and help get you started. And never be afraid to ask questions, to dive in. And my biggest encouragement to you is to get posh on yourself and on people, because the more you pamper yourself, the more you want to pamper others. And when they feel it, it's the more that they're going to want. So let's get to it. Bye, guys.